Two families are gearing up for an annual 5K race in support of one local boy with a rare genetic disorder. We've made it inside, and storyteller Erin Valle caught up with this boy's family and their next-door neighbors.
It's funny because everyone would just appear here.
Yeah.
We're like sprinting back, but we're good now. We're inside. Anyway, I did, and these two families are quite the dynamic duo. The Jones and Snook families have lived next door to each other for nearly 10 years, but for the last 5, they've planned Wade's 5K for 5P. It's a race that supports kids like Wade Jones and creates community for families who might otherwise feel alone.
5 years ago when we started this race, we never imagined we'd still be doing it 5 years later.
For Megan Jones and the Snook family next door, the beginning of autumn is marked by the sound of closing mailboxes. Over the last 5 years, these two families have worked together to create and promote an annual 5K race in support of Megan's son, Wade.
You always hope that you move into a house with wonderful neighbors, and we hit the jackpot on that.
7-year-old Wade Jones is one of 50,000 kids born each year with 5P syndrome, or Cri-du-Chat. A missing piece of Wade's 5th chromosome causes the rare genetic disorder, leaving Wade with an intellectual disability and delayed development. Doctors diagnosed him when he was just 4 months old, after Wade's mom noticed that he was having digestive issues as an infant. But it was Wade's cry.
It sounded exactly like a baby kitten.
That gave away his exact condition.
The Cri-du-Chat actually means cry of the cat.
I come over here every day and I help him do stuff like around the house and stuff, and we play together.
Neighbor Emerson Snook says she's had a special connection with Wade since day one.
Even though he can't talk, I always know exactly what he's saying if he needs anything. Is that right? Yeah.
Each year, this 11-year-old writes a letter to her community about Wade and why they should participate in his race. She says she just wants people to come out and meet him.
Just because he has a syndrome doesn't mean he's different than anybody else.
I want kids to accept him in our community, and my whole point of wanting to even do the race was just to raise awareness and know that he was going to be accepted and loved by everyone in our community and who he was surrounded with.
But the other big goal? Raise money for the 5P Society. Race funds are used to help Wade and families like his buy anything from special strollers and beds designed specifically for their condition, to providing families with therapy services and resources to meet their educational needs. And the money sponsors an annual conference each year, so 5P families have a chance to meet up.
And so that has been probably one of the biggest blessings, as we've been able to connect with other families who are going through exactly what we are going through.
Megan says meeting other families is an overwhelmingly positive experience, and it's a large part of her son's event too.
We can feel like a normal family for that day, surrounded by other families that have kids with Cri-du-Chat.
She says that when she first started the race, only 2 families affected by 5P attended. Now she expects to see 6 families like hers at the race. Some even travel from Chicago and St. Louis. Megan says it's the support of those families that carry her through these trying circumstances. But it's the love of her neighbors that lead her to believe in a bigger purpose.
I know that there was a reason that we bought this house and we moved into this house. I think God knew we needed to be next to neighbors that were going to accept us, and we're going to accept Wade and be like a second family to ours.
Here are the details for Wade's 5K for 5P. The event kicks off at 8:30 a.m. on Saturday, October 12th. The race includes a 5K run, a separate 5K walk, and a fun run for kids ages 12 and under. It's all happening at Lodge Park in Monticello. You can register for the race online at wadesfivekfor5p.com. We'll connect you to it at ciliving.tv.